Hello. So the devs do live streams, more than one a week, right? Where if you tune in, you can get lots of tidbits of information on upcoming stuff. Sometimes they show off things that are work in progress, like Tsuji, the map editor, was on stream with Rick Decker, the executive producer, and they showed off map 3. Now, it's a work in progress, as Tsuji, we'll hear him say, he likes to build things and tear it down, and build things and tear it down and start from scratch, right? So this is just a concept of what map 3 is going to be playstyle wise. It's a very unique. He's trying not to copy paste the same kind of stuff with a different biome. Another thing they mentioned is they want to start doing maps that have their own biome each instead of having different biomes on one map. Lots of different little tidbits of information outside of just the map. Also, if you listen to the commentary between the two, they talk about different types of season releases, when things are going to launch, what their plans are. There's a lot of information in here. So if you don't want to go digging through their live stream to figure out where this was, I'll go ahead and play the whole segment. It's about 25 minutes-ish. Again, you got to remember that it's a work in progress, and this is literally just a first attempt concept, and it will be nothing like this. He'll rebuild it from scratch when he gets the final approval of the team and whatnot. Right now, it's deserty. It might be Arctic. There's lots of rumors of different things happening. I'll leave a link in the description below to their Twitch page if you want to hit the follow button so you know when they go live. They usually tweet out when they go live. However, this live stream, they didn't, so I missed it. I had to go back and grab all the stuff. Tweet it. Anyways, I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SlyGummy in the late night evenings between 8 p.m. to about 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do a ton of Cycle. I also do lots of other games. And because I play lots of games, I make lots of videos. So if you want more information on Cycle, I do a lot of Cycle videos as well. I have a playlist set up on YouTube. I also have a bunch of links in the description below as well. And with that, check it out. It's a pretty dope map.
Oh, it's compiling shaders. 3,000 of...
That could take 10 months.
That could take forever.
Just talk about maybe
so
what we want to achieve with it.
So the overall gameplay idea that I've been looking at is how to utilize negative space to create pockets of gameplay.
What
like
is
large
what is negative space?
Areas where you can't go.
There you go. In layman's terms.
In layman's terms. So that's why we have these large rocks
that you can't get past.
You can't get over.
You can't go over.
So it creates more of an arena vibe. And the other thing I wanted to do was not make it so vertical that people go, oh, it's just map 2.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do that. So there's verticality, don't get me wrong, because verticality is cool, but it's not like you'll see a lot of this, you'll see more tall mountain in like a valley than a tall mountain.
I mean, the bit that I'm super excited about is that these more interior spaces, and sometimes it feels a bit like a corridor shooter at times, and it's like a bit more confined.
Yeah, so the things like that over here. It's not. It's just like just slapping some stuff together to get across the idea. But here you'll have like an uplink, and you'll have the rooms nearby, and you'll have some other stuff. Where I really can't move the camera around with the shaders. It's only got 900 left to go out of 3,000.
Yeah, the in-game Mr. McFatty, the in-game chat needs work. We know it's still there's still bugs being fixed that we're aware of, and the reason we put it on the public test server is so that you can also help us out with finding more bugs, and we'll fix them. And as usually happens, there might be some bugs that we don't catch with release 11, but then we will hotfix them if we can. And the chat that you're seeing at the moment is the kind of the first iteration. We have another iteration planned where you can whisper and all of that stuff, so to make it a really good chat system. But we thought that is better to release something and you have some chat soon, rather than delaying the whole thing for awesome chat. So we basically split it up into two milestones.
Mm-hmm. So there we are. So now the performance back. So now we can
Yeehaw!
see. Hopefully the stream is back and much better right now.
Lydia will find a way to get over them. It's so true. She probably will.
Mm. So here we are.
Mm.
So now we have. So now we have these. Like this is like what I'm talking about. It's like we got the big tall mountains you can't pass over, and then you have the valley in between it. And this is like how flow is funneled and.
Yeah, well, the other maps you can kind of always go every direction you
Yes.
want. Yeah.
So, like for example, if I wanted to go to an uplink that was over there, I pretty much have to go through this canyon in order to
This
get
Valley
there.
of Death.
You know, you go along here and you're like, oh, I got to keep going in this direction. But it's like in map 1 or map 2, it's like if this was those other maps, if I was at this point, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go that direction and I'm over here now. But
Yeah.
these tall walls prevent you from doing that, so you get to think about what you're doing. But again, this is just prototyping ideas. This is all going to get bulldozed at some point, and it'll all go away. So, welcome
Nice.
to map 3.
So release 11 goes out on Wednesday. The patch notes are not ready yet, but they will go out next week.
Mm-hmm.
So please be patient.
One other thing we're doing for this map is right now is toying around the idea of making it one biome.
I want Utah or New Mexico.
This is Utah. Actually, my
Yeah.
last 2 change lists have been added more Utah
Thank you.
to the level.
Yeah, we went for lunch and we talked about the map. I think it's cool because it's like all cowboy and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I started actually working on my town.
Oh, that's cool.
Next to an uplink.
Great. I want a town.
Are
Are you gonna make Deadwood?
Yeah, I was thinking about
Make
it.
Deadwood. Make Deadwood. I mean, Badham basically sounds like the Deadwood guy anyway, so which was our direction that we wanted to try to achieve.
I also as an idea, made the Florida Everglades.
That's cool. I like that as well. I just have to talk to the chat. So, Rick, hi. How about cheaters in game? Do they exist? There are cheaters in the game. They do exist, and then we crush them, so they don't exist for very long. And it's I guess the game's getting more popular, and we're getting all sorts of new players. Some of them are a bit naughty,
Quite a bit.
but we're not going to take this.
No, we're not going
No
to take it
way.
like that.
We're
I
not
guess
going to
throw it on
take
the
it.
map. I made one. I actually made 2. Here's one.
Yeah, saloon is so needed. A saloon, absolutely. So what we're thinking is that it would be cool to do it for season 4, but that's very ambitious. So season 4 is like September or something. But if you only go for one biome, it's a lot less work.
Less work. We can use what we have.
Yeah, less is more, all that good stuff. And so maybe we can get it in time for not the next season, which is season 3, which is coming in May, but season 4 would be September.
Yeah, how many Mormons are going to be on this Utah map? It's funny. You're not from America, so that you probably don't understand that joke.
Well, I mean, I know what Mormons are.
Yeah, but they basically Utah is where they fled.
I know.
In order to found.
I know
Okay, you
that.
do know that.
I know
Okay.
that. But I'm going to stay away from all religious topics.
I just thought that was very clever.
Yeah.
So, what was I going to say?
What's happening? What happening is we're showing you a super early version of Map 3.
This
which
is just a prototype of ideas. None of this is going to stick around in the final version. It's all going to be deleted, and I'll start over.
Yeah, and it's also it's not even agreed internally. There could be that this is nothing at all what Map 3 ends up looking like. It's very early idea exploration, and honestly, it might be a snow map at the end. It might be desert. Could be anything. So
we don't know.
We don't know.
We're just trying ideas at this point.
Yeah, but we thought we would do open development like crazy.
So this is like what the evac looks like at the moment. This another idea I'm trying is making a smaller.
Thanks for the follow, Cashmo.
Thanks for the follow. Another idea here is a smaller platform for evac, so it's quite big. It's elevated, so you can kind of shoot down, but it's
I
not.
think that's going to be awesome.
But it's quite exposed.
But I like
if I'm
that.
honest.
Can I get up that thing there?
Which thing?
This.
Yeah.
If I can get up that.
Yeah,
then
we got a jetpack. You can get up there.
Absolutely.
I also made a thing over here where I made this like stuff over here where if you wanted to like shoot at people who are on the platform, I should probably reload it.
Does the tall blue grass completely hide you when you run through it?
Yes,
in
it
the
does.
Everglades?
And this is
nice.
This is a discussion that we need to look into because it's like something I think it's worth actually trying. Lower that down a little bit.
We're gonna need a train track. Do we have one?
Train track. We got the
pain,
rails.
The pain train, man. The
We
pain
got the-
train has to work on every map.
Yeah, that's why I built this rail to be symmetrical.
Oh, look at you.
Clever
clogs.
Goes to the middle, goes to the outside. It goes all throughout this middle area over here. Like it goes all throughout this area here.
Thank you, Happy Life.
Goes
Means
through
a lot.
all through this area. Like all
I
these
do like the
pain
indoors
train routes.
uplink area. I think the whole indoor thing is super interesting.
Like this is an uplink here.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Like that could be cool.
It's going to feel very different. I think PvE in a confined space is also going to be more interesting.
Like here's a player. That's how tall it is. This grass here. This is
Space shop. Is
a
that still
discussion I think we need to look into. I think it's worth revisiting, particularly because the AI will shoot through geometry or shoot through bushes because there's nothing in the code or like they don't see the bushes. They don't know it's there.
Yeah, so I guess we'd have
So-
to figure out
You know.
if they should or shouldn't, or if we do this whole thing or not.
I mean, I think it's maybe worth looking into briefly and maybe having a discussion about it. It's just an
Uh-huh.
idea. This is what I mean by just having ideas, just putting stuff down and seeing what people, seeing what people like.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, that's actually an idea I had from the OG prototype. Was this kind of area?
The what?
This kind of area is actually from the OG prototype. Do
Was-
you remember the swamp area from the original prototype I built?
Ah, the OG.
With the
No.
water in a slightly raised landscape where you can't just see over, but they provide cover from seeing another player on the
No.
other side. Yeah.
I honestly, it's like the last time I played it was two years ago at
Oh,
least.
I wonder if we had. Does it still exist?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's still.
Put that up in the PTS one day.
Yeah, the old
People
prototype.
would
I mean,
lose their-
it's
people would
actually.
lose their minds.
I mean, it's fun. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really not bad at all. I mean, it doesn't look like this or
No,
the game. Not at all.
No. There's like 4 colors. Or
How
maybe
many
5.
times do you remake a map before you're sort of happy with it?
How do I
I
have
mean,
it?
Nathan gets it right first time, so
Generally how it goes. I'm generally not wrong. We're talking about the speed at my work. I mean, I did all this over here in about an hour.
you need chainsaw. I agree. Chainsaws would be good.
With like Doom.
I don't know. He's saying we need. It could be Mad Max.
I mean,
Mad Max, chainsaws, all that crazy stuff.
I mean, I'm so hyped for Doom Eternal.
Yeah,
Have you? I mean, you probably know that by now.
yeah. But we're gonna talk about our game, man.
We're gonna talk about our game. Yeah, Chainsaw would be great. Maybe. Oh shoot! I need to make Thunderdome then. If this is gonna be in the desert,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to make Thunderdome.
yeah, that would be cool.
Bungee
Lotus.
cords and stuff.
Notice we don't plan to release lots and lots of new weapons and kits and mods and stuff. We are really concentrating on balancing what we currently have. It's really a challenge because we so many different systems in the game. There's a lot going on in the cycle, so it's a real challenge to balance everything. And we're always working at it. Every release we try to get it better. I mean, hone in on the desired experience.
Should I risk it?
Risk what?
Hitting play.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's see what happens.
Fatal error.
Please don't fatal error.
Maybe it's gonna be fine.
Please, Jeebus.
Looks like a Korolev owned zone.
Maybe. Could
Might
be.
be. Yep.
I think it's gonna crash.
I think Osiris. I don't know. I would imagine them in glacial Switzerland. So definitely be a snow map.
Glacier,
Yeah.
Switzerland. So like way up,
Osiris, yeah,
like
totally.
the Jungfrau or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I think that would be cool. maybe that's map 3. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know. Nobody watching this, please don't expect it to be like this. We had no idea how it's going to be at the end. We just thought we would show you.
Camera's probably frozen right now because I hit the play button and I'm hoping it doesn't crash.
Yeah,
So
it's going to try to play.
cross your fingers. I hit the play, not play from here thing. So we'll see. Maybe it didn't like me hitting play from here in the station because I also did a thing with the third-person camera.
Tina Turner archetype.
Tina Turner
as in Mad Max. Yeah, totally.
Tina Turner and bungee cord.
I think doing the whole Mad Max thing in Utah with some like
we need hockey
Deadwood
masks, like
style
football, NFL, like armor. I mean, we already kind of have the NFL armor, the shoulder pads and everything, but I mean, like more overtly, like
just do a mashup of all these crazy ideas. I mean, that's what's it? What game is the cycle? Yes, or something like this was the answer. What do I think about the broken balance of weapons? I think we listen to the community and we constantly try to improve it, and that's just how game development goes.
Complete the most
Oh wow!
it actually worked.
And remember to
No
get
way.
off the planet before the cycle hits.
Hey, we get to run around and don't pay no attention to the cheats.
Oh, what? You cheating?
We're
God mode and these developer hacks.
developer hacks. Oh, the hacks.
Look, the specs of the system is not that bad. It's just it's a development build, Unreal Engine, it's editor. You need really good machine
put that
for
thing to good
such
use.
stuff to run smooth.
Nothing. I did the shop and the game was like, oh, we're gonna lag your PC for a little bit.
Yeah,
So here we are in the Florida Everglades.
nice.
Shout out to Dexter's Laboratory. The Florida Everglades.
Choose.
That's kind of cool. I like it with the pipeline.
Yeah, I think pipeline is a good idea.
Now put that thing to
Yeah,
good use.
let's go to the indoor sections if you don't mind.
Bye. So as you see, the bushes are kind of.
Oh man, the Expanse! I love the
Oh, the
Expanse.
Expanse is great.
It's so good.
Did you see the new season?
Yeah, I've seen all. Yeah,
It's great.
I'm 100% up to date.
Scale, isn't it?
What is he doing? Gee whiz!
What?
Crazy stuff is going on.
It's like Metron in his chair.
What is he doing?
What is this? What is this? The minimap is, you don't pay no attention to the minimap. Minimap's not properly set up.
Enjoy your new toy.
The pipeline wasn't triggered at one point. OCD's triggered. What? Okay.
Can we talk about this? Because
I mean, that's clearly genius.
this is like
That's hilarious.
this is like some like anime like stuff going on over here. He's putting on a shield or something flying around. So the idea is like the Skulker is gonna get a little bit of a telegraph laser beam thing, right? And this is our like prototypey way of getting it implemented.
That's not poison, is it?
What is?
There's this green stuff everywhere.
Oh,
I hope not.
That's new.
Because I really.
That's actually
I'm
one of the
not-
archetypes I wrote down originally, where you get a poison spit boy, or at least poison.
the poison ticks, they really annoy me.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that. Go indoors already.
I'm trying, but you know,
Gee whiz.
Area marked with new targets to
I
hunt.
don't know.
Have fun.
Careful with that. It's hot.
Oh, that
I mean,
was
there's a lot of fans of The Expanse in the office.
a sniper leaving that on the ground.
Yeah?
Yeah. So here's the quote-unquote indoor area.
Yeah.
See the taller rocks and everything. There's no like
Can you go to
geometry
the
breakup or cover
uplink?
or anything yet. Pardon?
The uplink, the indoor uplink, that was cool.
Yeah, I'm going over there right now.
Ah, cool. Free the mobs.
So this
No,
would be
this
like-
is, guys, this is not Season 3, right? None of the stuff we're showing is Season 3. Season 3 is not going to have a new map. It's going to have a much prettier map 1.
much prettier map 1.
So
and
Bright Sands.
Bright Sands and the station, hopefully.
And the station. So hopefully it's life on the station, basically. But let's see.
There we are.
It's cool. I like this. I like the vibe.
So we
I
got
like it, me like it, me like it.
so we got this thing hanging out here. You're like, oh, people might be coming from that direction. We got the building over here.
Yeah, this is cool. I like this. This is gonna. I don't know, man. This right now feels like Counter-Strike Go or something.
Looks like progress bar for uplink relay is almost full. Switching
Look
soon.
at all this up in here, up in here, up in here.
That's cool. It's going to be really different from the two maps that we have. Yeah, I mean that's the goal, right?
That's
So
the goal.
if it's
and
an
it's
ice
also the
map,
challenge too.
yeah, if it's an ice map or Utah or wherever it is, the goal is and the challenge is to make it,
Utah in the winter.
yeah, to make it varied in terms of gameplay.
And we got the elevator from Bright Sands.
That's cool. Yeah, I can't wait for the pain train.
Pain train's gonna be
really
so
can't
great.
wait for the pain
I
train.
really can't wait for having like choke pointy fights with other people
Yeah.
on the pain train. That's
It's going to be super good.
another one of these. Like,
So we have something
areas.
called Carte Blanche Day, and it's like it's a day where people can work on. It's usually one day every 2 weeks or so. Sometimes it's less often. Where people can work on whatever they want, provided it's good for the cycle. And one of the technical designers, I know his name, but I don't know his tag. So Rick, anyway.
I think it was Ricky.
Yeah, he came up with this idea for the pain train, and it's glorious. And we've showed it once on stream, and I hope we can show it again soon.
Oh, team mode, so good.
Team mode is really fun as well. 10v10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to play team mode again.
yeah. Team mode is. We see. Maybe you guys would be able to play that in the future. What is the pain train? So you see those rails everywhere. There's rails in all of the maps for like a monorail thing. And right now there's no train. But what if there was a train and it was effectively a moving uplink that you could fight over? So it's a contract basically.
It's like payload, basically. Take,
payload, yeah.
push the thing to the end, right?
Yeah. So yeah. So that came out of Carte Blanche Day, and I think it's really cool that we now do this Carte Blanche stuff. We also got
Gives you back.
some ideas for pets out of it, so you can expect pets in the future as well.
The choo-choo train. Pet.
Yeah.
forget
I
which
just want a
game-
Leafman, or I want Badham's cat.
There was a game, I can't remember which game, but it let you summon a toy train on the ground. I think it was TF2 that let you do that.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something else, maybe. Could have sworn.
Where are you going?
There's another indoor area I built.
But where's your town? Is this your town?
This is near the evac area, so it's like, oh, you're trying to contest people who are maybe camping.
Uh-huh.
You can do it from, like, way over here.
Oh, you killed it.
It's not like I got cheats.
I like the sound of it.
The bike. Yeah.
The bike, but also the grenade launcher.
I also like how I took, in order to make windows, I took the door frame, rotated it on its side, and scaled it down, and put another one up on the other side.
Windows.
I got Windows. So here we have
Where's this village then? Where's the Deadwood
Enjoy
village?
your new
I'm
toy.
in there right now. Oh.
You did that again?
One more time with effort this time.
Yeah, I really want to leave, man. It'd be so nice.
Like Leafman Jaeger animation. That would be cool. So we built this town. That's actually a station house. So this so pay no attention to
I'm
that.
seeing a spike in the cycle. There's a thriving marketplace up here for surge crystal samples, if you catch my
Building
drift.
mesh distance fields. Oh, and we're also building shaders. Awesome. So I started building a thing here to turn it into like a Deadwoody kind of thing next to the uplink.
Yeah,
But I
it's
think
nice
in order
view.
to make it a town, like a proper town, and I think it has to have like buildings on either side.
No, I totally agree.
So it's
Yeah.
probably not the way it's going to be.
But you could have the uplink in the middle of the road.
Could be. I
Totally.
and I will.
And then people will be doing like in a cowboy movie, a country and western movie. They're gonna be like up on the roof shooting.
Mm-hmm. That
To
would be so
guys
awesome.
down. Oh man, it's gonna be full cowboy.
We need to. You know what we need to do is once that gun is a reality, we need to make
That
like
gun?
we need to make a.
You mean that gun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
gun.
the
We
the
need to
sick.
start. We need
Oh
to
my
start
God.
doing like a showdown at noon. Like
we're working on rare guns, rare guns, and
Yeah.
it's so cool.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So that would be so cool. Like having, I know how the church at one end.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, Sergio Leone.
Yeah.
Like thing going on. You can have a duel with somebody.
It's going to be amazing. Yeah, this is just some ideas for map 3, and it might not be anything like this at the end.
Well, it definitely won't be like this in
No.
the end because I'll delete everything here ultimately in order to start over from scratch and build it properly.
I think
But,
we switch
This
to
was like ideation.
These are ideation, like what ideas, and like the big idea is these tall mountains that you can't pass through, and how they like carve up the level into pockets of gameplay. So
Yeah. So we're basically we're showing the game from the Unreal editor. It's
yeah,
like prototypey stuff.
see the editor.
So there's the editor.
Back to full screen.
The ranked rewards for the current season that just started will be the same, but we want to improve the ranked rewards. The original idea was to have some kind of like currency that you get that you can spend on cool exclusive cosmetics, and it's and we all liked that idea. It was just, we're quite a small team, and it was hard to do that along with the Fortuna Pass and the shop content and all of that stuff, but we'll get to it. Rare guns that can be found. We'll make sure not to make them OP and that you have to have this gun else you can't win, so we're not going to do anything like that. But they're going to be very cool and desirable, but we promise we won't break the balancing of the game. I mean, we might, but then we'll fix it immediately if you tell us that we have.
MMR.
Yeah, we're working on skill-based matchmaking, not just for ranked mode, but for it in general. I really hope we can get it out soon because I think it's really important for the game.
Vehicles do damage mobs. I just am in God mode right now, so I kill anything with one hit. Also, it's really funny with the way that damage is actually applied in our game that I'm considered the person who is a damage dealer, and I will be the one who actually kills my vehicle. So please, before you work on map 3, work on map 2 and finish it. I think it means the bugs. We have so part of the map 1 rework that we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the rocks that we have in the game.
Yeah.
And
Warning, low health.
we'll
Maybe we could go and play a match.
we will part of that will involve updating the collision of everything in the game. So the work that we do in map 1 will carry over to map 2, and we'll see like better updates in there. So I know there's a lot of toe traps. I do have a list of bugs I need to get to for map 2, but right now the map 3 exploration, that's now done. I'm not working on this anymore. Next sprint I start working on map 1, and in the process I start cleaning up a lot of bugs from map 1, and then map 2 will probably follow after that.
Yeah. About the symmetrical way of spawning contracts. I mean, we've been looking into allowing you to pick your spawn location at the start, but we're not sure about it. So that's one way of solving the issue that you're talking about. It's an experiment. We have to see where it goes. I would love a bow. I'm not sure about a crossbow.
Which game to say has been looking
Are
at
snare
rocks?
gadgets supposed to bypass walls and floors?
No.
Actually, no, they're not, and it's a bug we need to fix.
I think there was a discussion today about what we might do with the snare traps. And one idea was that we make the snare trap just not work against players.
Yeah,
I
think
that
that's a shame.
it's a shame, but I said it's like okay, but I think for
Decades
replacement for versus players, maybe make a grenade that snares players when hit for like a couple seconds. So it's like it becomes more of a skill component rather than a trap.
Yeah, I hear you. The about the vehicle, I mean, we're going to improve the vehicle so it has more momentum, and you can do crazy jumps with it, and just make it way more fun to drive. And part of the thing we'll look at is the damage. Like, it would be nice when it hit monsters that they ragdoll, and you get a feeling of an impact and all that cool stuff.